Welcome to this KPU Library Research Skills tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss some useful strategies we can use to evaluate the suitability of a resource for our research needs, paying particular attention to the author's expertise as well as the purpose of the information. Let's say you needed to complete a research essay on the effects of coal on human health. You already know that coal use is a controversial topic, with many either in favor of or in opposition to its use. Knowing that this topic is one that many people feel passionately about, you make an extra effort to ensure that the information sources you choose present facts objectively and are not motivated by obvious biases. After doing a quick search on the library website, you settle on what look like two interesting sources that seem relevant to your topic. The first source has the title Coal Phase-Out Improved Ontario's Air Quality and was published in Policy Options Online. The second source is entitled The Facts About Air Quality and Coal-Fired Power Plants, published by the Institute for Energy Research. On the surface, both of these sources present interesting and relevant information on the topic of the effects of burning coal on air quality. Both sources use statistics to make their point, and in the case of the source by the Institute of Energy Research, charts and graphs accompany the statistics to convincing effect. Even more effective are the footnotes included in this source, which help to show where this data is coming from. On the basis of this brief overview, if you had to choose one of these sources, the second of the two seems like the best candidate. But as an open-minded yet moderately skeptical researcher, you decide to dig a little deeper. Just who exactly are the folks behind these publications, and what is their purpose in writing them? Let's start with the source published by Policy Options Online. The name doesn't seem familiar, so let's try a quick Google search to see what other information we can find. We can see that Policy Options is produced by the Institute for Research on Public Policy. Checking out the Wikipedia page on this group, we can see that the Institute is an independent, not-for-profit think tank. Looking further down the page, we can see the organization is dedicated to nonpartisan aims and overall impartiality. This is looking pretty good. There doesn't seem to be any important issues with authority or bias here. Okay, let's check out the second source, published by the Institute for Energy Research. Again, after a quick Google search, we have found a Wikipedia page on the organization. Like the Institute for Research on Public Policy, the Institute for Energy Research is a non-profit organization that conducts its own research. However, taking a closer look at the organization's history, and in particular at its funding bodies, we can see the names of a number of prominent fossil fuel sector companies, including ExxonMobil and Peabody Energy, the latter of which is noted as being the largest private sector coal company in the world. Now that we've taken a closer look at the organizations behind these two publications, we can make a more informed decision about which sources we will use for our research project. The takeaway here is that it is important to look at potential research sources with a critical eye, taking a few extra steps to investigate possible biases and ensure authorial credibility. For additional help with your research, you can talk to a librarian in person at one of the KPU library locations, or you can connect with us online at kpu.ca/askalibrarian.